Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first debate of My Dream Miss Bharat 2022. As our contestants gear up for Miss Bharat 2022 Nationals on December 8th through 11th, they have come one more time to face each other in a very friendly debate. So, our topic for today is who has it worse in the society, men or women? If you ask me, it's a very interesting topic. But let's hear what our contestants have to say. So let's welcome all our gorgeous contestants. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to our very first debate of My Dream Miss Bharat 2022. Are you guys excited?
Yes,
Yes,
well,
Yes,
very.
we are.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's start with a round of introduction. And please, while you're giving your introduction, tell us who you're supporting, men or women. So, Vijaya, why don't we start with you?
Hi everyone, this is Vijay Suraj and I'm taking the side of men tonight. It's going to be very interesting what we are going to find and come to the conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijaya. Veena? Hello, Veena.
Hello, everyone. This is Veena, and I'm talking about. I'm taking a side of a woman. It's very interesting topic. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Absolutely. Hi, Shwetali.
hi, hello. My name is Shwetali Jakate. I'm Mrs. Bharat California 2022. Very excited about the topic, and I'm going to be supporting all the men.
Awesome. Hi, Sharda.
Hello everyone, this is Shada. I am Mrs. Bharat Colorado 2022 and I work in IT and today I will be supporting women because I like to be a one and I'm really excited about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharda. Priya B.
Hello, everyone. I'm Priya B. Patel. I won the most popular award in Miss Bharat Ohio 2021. I'm also a lead category winner for Miss Bharat Ohio 2021. And of course, I do support women. Being a woman, that doesn't really mean that I'm against men, but I will be debating for women in today's debate.
Okay, awesome. Priya Patel.
Hi, my name is Priya. I'm a first runner-up for Miss Bharat Florida 2022. I'm going to be supporting. I'm not against the man, but I'm just saying man and female uh, now comes like more to the equality, and so we're gonna talk about both of them a little bit.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's get started. I am going to get started with Veena. So, Veena, tell us, why do you support women? Why do you think they have worth?
I support the women. Since my childhood, I saw many women are suffering. I born and brought up in a village, so I saw many women are suffering in a such a way they don't have a opportunity to stand up themselves, and they are financially dependent with maybe a father or husband or someone, so they don't have an opportunity to showcase who they are, and even the society is not also supporting them because of they are a woman. And in such a way, the women are suffering a lot. They are not even getting the education, proper education, and they don't know the proper rights what they have. So yeah, in such a way they are suffering a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Veena. So, Shwetali, tell me, why do you support men and why do you think they have it worse in the society?
Of course. Thank you, Sandy. So, we are in 2022 now, and women are not the sufferers anymore. And women, especially after the feminist movement, the situation of women have changed, and because of that the situation of our dear men has also changed. So there are certain points which can prove that the today's society, not the one where our parents lived, today's society is worse for men. Point number one is, still in our society, man taking a break from work is considered a taboo. Break in the sense, if a woman says, I have some health conditions, I have to take care of my kids, I'm leaving my job for some years, it's completely okay. She's highly respected for her decision. But if a man tries to do that and he sits at home taking care of the kids, it's not acceptable in the society, it's a taboo. So I feel men are tabooed more nowadays. Men are judged more nowadays after the feminist movement. Men are always, people want them to be a gentleman, women fight for equality, but then they still expect a man to pull the chair for them. They still expect the man to open the car door for them. They still expect the man to do the chores for them. If there is a hard surface and a softer one, women will always feel, hey, why, why I'm a woman, I should be sleeping on the softer one. So we have been hard on men recently, is what is my very strong opinion is. And yeah, throughout this debate I'll be putting more points forward. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shwetali. So let me talk to Sharda. So, Sharda, tell me, why do you think women have it worse?
Yeah. Thank you, Sandy. Actually, I know I'm completely agree with Swetali because time has changed. Like we are improving, but I still feel like woman has to fight for everything. Even you look for a corporate world, everywhere like woman has to fight. Okay, like if we for the opportunities, and let me give you one example. When it comes to the career compromise during the maternity or paternity, whatever you say. Like, have you ever seen a man is taking a paternity leave and taking a break from the career? No, it's always like it's a woman because we have a complete set of, I would say, mindset of the society. Okay, we have like certain things. It's always considered like it has to be a woman responsibility. Why? So I still feel like I haven't seen like any man is coming forward. Okay, you go and continue your work. I'm sitting home and taking care of the kids during the maternity period. And it's just one example I'm giving you, but I'm not saying men is not supportive nowadays. It's completely changed. Like if you compare decade ago, it was really different. Like men was like always like the man leading society, but now women is coming up, but it's still women has a voice in the society because they have to fight for every time. They have to come forward. Like no one will say okay, go ahead and do that. They have to come up with their motivation. Oh, I want to do it. But for men it is not the same case. And for the during like this conversation, I will put some more point as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharda. So let's go to Vijaya. Vijaya, so tell us, why do you think that men has it worse in the society?
I do agree that women definitely had little problems, but it's changing nowadays. I don't necessarily agree that men is not taking paternity leave. I've seen a lot of men, they take paternity leaves. They do help the wives in the house, and then achieve their dreams. There are so many men out there. We can't really generalize this for sure, but because there are some men, they try to help women to achieve their goals and dreams while they do take care of household chores like cleaning the dishes, disposing the trash, whatnot. And also, I have seen recent times most of the companies are encouraging this paternity leave because men were emotionally expected to be certain way. It's again the same stereotypes deciding men has to be strong, they can't show the emotions, they cannot be sympathetic, they cannot cry. It's too much of pressure on them too. It's not just necessarily only the women. Even men are struggling to get jobs these days because there's a lot of pressure to earn money, run the family. So this is why I'm supporting men tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Vijaya. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Priya B. Tell us, Priya, why do you think women has it worse in the society?
I believe women are worse in patriarchic society, almost more male dominant in society, like kings being superior versus queen from our old days, past cultures, and where we've been brought up to, right? But now these days, I still think the study shows that 14 10 says society generally treats men and women equally. Too many women has flourished in every profession, but I believe there is still lack of women in leading positions. History shows how many women have been a president or prime minister of India or in the United States. I mean, we don't have anybody in that leading position. We also see that lack in equality between pay and opportunity and male dominance in society. I agree what Vidya has said, that male has it's getting better. Equality is coming, but I don't think it's there yet. I still see a difference. They're education wise, I think men and women both are equal, but when it comes to who does what and where women stands is still not equal. Um, Opening a door for men, I see that men are becoming taboo, but why would they feel like they are becoming taboo, right? We cook for them, we do laundry, we do vacuum in the house. We are not viewed that way. I mean, all duties of men and women, I believe that should be shared equally. Not in a professional way, but also in our family settings. I I'm not against men, but I do see in some families still that woman does the majority of the work, pays the bill, but men are not there for support. A lot of times I tell even my husband, I say, next birth I'm going to be a man because then I'm going to be eating dinner, sit on the sofa, I don't have to worry about dishes. Not that he doesn't support me, but there are times that those comments that are made for us as being a woman, it shouldn't be made. That's why I support women.
Thank you, Priya. And last but not the least, let me go to Priya Patel. And please tell us, Priya, why do you think men has it worse in the society?
I would support men. Like I see a lot of changes right now. It comes to equality. If you see equality with the gender, it helps community safer and healthier. Nowadays, I see a variety of men's, because some men's now they are interested, they try to find out what's the female needs, identity, skill, and that's way helps female more flexibility in work. They also more they showing more interest in a chores in a household works, so it helps nowadays like busy life kind of. And also gender also try to gender role, I would say gender role, male and female, they both try to involve in a family roles. It more increase the flexibility and more reflects the interest there. So I would say the god created male and female role is a more I would say uniquely sorted roles here.
Thank you, Priya.
Yeah.
So, ladies, thank you all for putting your inputs together. And it's very beneficial to understand your perspective, from your perspective, your point of view. So, I want to open the floor now. I have one question, and then we can ask each other whatever you guys want to. But since you guys talked about a lot about gender stereotype, you talked about gender roles. Let me ask you this: how what is wrong right now in the society in your view? What's wrong right now in terms of stereotype, and how what can we do, right? If there's a problem, we have to find a solution, right? Otherwise we would be stagnant, we can't go forward. So what do you guys think that we, men or women, or as a community, can do something to make it a change there, right? So yeah, please tell me, anybody who wants to volunteer first, please go first.
Yeah, so see, I think what we all should try is equality in a way that it is actually equality. I mean, women empowerment is fine, feminism is fine, but when you are doing it, when you get into it, you should also make sure that you're not harsh on the men. I mean, when it is equality, it has to be equal between both of them. Like what Sharda made a point, right? That women always take a break, like after they have a baby. So there are different perspectives to it. One perspective is a man does not want to sacrifice his career. That is why he is not taking a break. That is one perspective. Another perspective is the man lets the woman sit at home, take care of the babies, and he takes all the responsibilities on his shoulder of winning the bread for the family. And it's not easy, girls. I mean, we have the opportunity to take a break of 1 or 2 years, because so that we can take care of the kids and take care of our health and all. But even for him, it's not easy, being the primary breadwinner in such a competitive world around us. It's harsh. The world is harsh on him. He has to be there always consistently, like our dads did, right? All their life without taking any break, consistently keep working all their life for everything for their family. So, I mean, we cannot blame them for not being them. And they are trying hard to help us at our homes. Like we were talking about the home chores, right? Nowadays, what is happening is, even if a woman is a housewife, she says, it's not my fault that I'm a housewife. You also have to help me in the chores. Okay, he will help. But then, if he comes back tired, asks for a cup of tea, there is nothing wrong in giving him that. I mean, it's out of love that we are doing. It's nowadays girls consider it taboo. How can he sit on the sofa and ask me for a tea? That's okay. If you are tired, he will make a tea for you. If he's tired, you make a tea for him. So it should be balanced out a little bit. Don't be too judgmental for the men.
So, Swetali, it's my point was, I am not saying that men doesn't want to take a break from their career. My point was because we have a set of, rules for women. We have this mindset in the society which is coming from the decades, like, okay, household work is always considered to be a woman work, or like, of course, like woman, god, the way Priya Patel said, like God made a woman and a man differently. Of course, men cannot give a birth, right? So they don't know like what kind of changes. Or I was reading somewhere, it's called pink tax. They don't realize what is pink tax, why we have to go for it. Why, we because I completely agree, things are changing very very faster manner, but still we are not there where you can say that women and men, they have a equality. Because if you see, like, women always take it in a granted, like somewhere, oh, woman is driving, it's
I would
okay,
like
let's.
to add one point here. Yeah, I'm saying that, okay, it is to the point where these stereotypes were created men the most, because they're being the bosses around in the house, in the professional women has been the right way
I'm sorry,
to
Vijaya.
resolve
I don't
this,
know, like it's only
because
me or
100%
you.
of,
Your
but
voice.
it should not be wait, let me complete my point. Let me complete my point. My voice is breaking, I guess. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, women empowerment is happening in the world right now in the 21st century, but it's not at the can completely take a break. There are some women, there's some women, and they're still struggling. It's not women's fault or men's fault. It's the stereotypes, the stereotypes that are being done by men in this job. We should teach our younger generations, to the kids, hey, women and men are created maybe by the hand. What we can do, we can together build a beautiful society. Everybody who's here, men were supposed to do something in certain way, or women were supposed to do things in certain way. So I feel that in 21st century, as mother or as a father, we should educate our kids what is a true empowerment as a human, not just like a gender related. This is what I feel we should construct a new society. That's why I think we have to do the lot of work for
Yeah.
that.
Even
Women
I don't know,
empowerment in
like
the right can help this.
when we need.
They can educate, they can educate,
I'm sorry. I don't know. I couldn't hear Vijaya, but you know what? I don't know why this woman empowerment is came in the picture. Because if you go to the old world where we used to have like God, like Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati, all the things was leaded by the women. I don't know when the woman need a woman empowerment. When
Okay,
it came, why?
I'll ask you one question. Who
Yeah,
is the mother? Who is the mother in this entire universe? Mother is a female, right? Mother is a female. So she
it's a
has a boy
female. Yeah,
here,
mother.
a boy as a
Yeah,
man. She
mother.
gave birth to man.
That's why
Just take this
we
as an
have
example.
that power,
Who is
That's
telling
why
the
we have
man
a
in the
power
rest?
to give a birth and
Right,
all.
right.
Yeah, that's what I
Then
was
we are winning.
like.
We are winning as a
Yeah,
woman, and men is also
are
getting
winning as a
empowered.
woman. I don't know when it came. Like what point of time it came. Like woman needs a empowerment. I don't think so.
Women needed empowerment, my dear. I
Yes,
mean, women. We are talking about society, right?
if I have a
Yeah,
son,
What?
yeah.
if I have a son, I teach my son. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This should not be like these roles should not be
When
like based on the stereotypes. It has to be how
Mhm.
we are educating, build a bright future. That's
Even
what I say.
even
We are,
nowadays
as
we
a
have
woman, I
hope.
feel that we have more power
It's
to
not
change.
completely done yet because
We can
I
change
think
too.
few months ago I was listening to the one of the leader
Women.
from the Finland.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they are
So
working towards that. They are coming up the paternity leave for the same way the way we have a woman. Like women have a maternity leave because it's from the Finland leaders because they are coming up with the same kind of rule where both the partner has to take the equal amount of the leaves. And like in the household, definitely we have that. Our husbands, they are like really helpful. That's what we are sitting here and talking. Otherwise, we have.
Yes, and that is why they are like I mean they are doing great job. They help us in the household chores. They do take care of the earnings for the family. They can do
Yeah,
multitasking. They are the
I
plumbers
think
in the house. They are
yeah,
the electricians
yes,
in the house. They are like doing
yeah.
everything.
that's why I want to
But
say
So
this here.
that is why I support them.
to your
And
point, it's not only they. We are taking over all the men's job. We are going out. We are driving.
see,
We
there
are
is no
doing
men's job and
shopping.
women's job. See, if
Yeah,
we
that's what I'm
differentiate
saying.
that,
That
what is men's job, women's job, that is not fair.
Yeah,
We are
that's what I'm saying.
yeah. See,
Because
everybody is
that's
doing
about
everything, so
the
we are already
mentality
equal.
which we have, right? Society, whatever rule society has made, no, like cooking has to be done by the woman.
we have
That
to
has
come like
we
we can do that.
we have started breaking, like we started breaking those things, but we are not yet there where we have 100% people believing like okay, anyone can do any job. Like how many girls you see in the construction world? Hardly one or two. Like you haven't seen like any I still
See, so
accept this, like
that
men's are
See,
also
similarly, you
there.
would hardly see a man being a nanny, right?
Ye-
So these differences will
yeah.
always be there, the gender differences.
But men
But
is
then
still,
I
I
yeah,
still
I
see
feel
always
like
be there. What's
feminism
happening?
has
That's
I
been
think
what
what
I'm
I
reduced
saying.
a
believe
lot.
I think what I believe is positions were created for specific reasons, right? Women are
Let's going back
nurturers and
to
men are
Sandy's question
mostly
again.
protectors.
I'm going back to Sandy's question again.
I want to
Sorry,
say
Priya,
both
you were
gender
Sandy,
saying.
are
going back to
equally important
revising
to
back to Sandy's
society.
question. These
It doesn't have to
differences
be a
will
one
always be
dimension. Suppose
there.
if
They
you
have
have
to
a
us
male and
before, but
female
what
dominant.
we need to as
Yeah,
women, we need to take
that's
the
the point,
charge.
Priya. Because till now we have the male dominating society, so we have to break that and we have to come up. And it's not that we are not doing it. We are doing. We are equally fighting. We are in the corporate. We are
It
in the
is,
household.
see,
We are in
sorry,
the.
this is not a male dominated society. This is an equal society. Women have been trying and struggling for equality, and now some women are trying to be dominating in the men. So
There are
Maybe,
male
eventually, if
victims
we do
too,
not
guys. We are
if
forgetting
we
that.
don't
The
maintain
men
the
victims.
balance,
Men
the
are
but
male
not.
victims too. We
dominated
are just
society
can't
will
just
become a
talk one
female
side of the
dominated
coin. Men
society in
are
no
victims
time.
too.
That
Men
is
are
the fear.
equally victims.
It's
So
not
what we
like
need to
that.
do?
Like
Yeah, we need to take out. But
I
as a
completely
woman, we
understand. Like you're
can
saying
change
that
everything.
it's
That's what I do
it's
feel.
what
We need
you
right,
said.
right.
It's not a
No,
male-dominated society for sure. I mean,
it was.
I
It
don't know. I
was.
just do not
That's
agree.
what I'm saying, Swetali. It was a man-dominating society. Just go five,
But not now.
5 to 6 years back. I'm not asking you to go, 10 years or 20 years back. It was, but yes, the our generation has fought a lot, and we are equally came up. We are came up, but it's still not there where you can see like, okay, both are.
Our generation has fought a lot, but our
Not enough. Yeah, that's what
generations
I'm saying.
after us is benefiting from this.
Yeah,
Right
maybe the
now,
next generation
right,
definitely
we are
will
fighting
going
for
to get
this.
the benefit,
The roles
but
were
our
created by
generation,
God,
I'm saying the same thing.
and we
You're
can't really
absolutely
change
right.
it.
I
You are
came from the middle
you're
class family.
absolutely
That
right, and
to
it
a
will be
family
there
where
because it
woman
was there
should get
80%.
married
It
when
was
she's
there
18.
80%.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
you're
what I'm
right. You're right. Sharda, Priya, you're completely right. Our generation has fought a lot. Okay,
a lot.
I'm not denying that we have fought a lot. We have been fighting. Women have been fighting for
and
equality.
we are still
Yeah,
doing
we're
it.
not denying anything
Something.
here,
Let me
but
give you
we as a
example.
women,
Let me give you example. Let me give you a
Mhm.
quick example. Okay. Recently, I
we
have
have
met
to do
quite a
it
few girls.
until the world changes,
What
until
they
the
are
men
saying is
changes
that,
completely and then become equal.
yeah, Vijaya, give me
We
one
have to
moment.
still
Maybe you
whose
cannot hear me.
responsibility is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vijaya.
So recently, some girls
Yeah, sure. I
think
can hear you.
that
Yes.
they own their bodies, right?
Go ahead.
And
Go
getting
ahead.
pregnant and having a baby is their individual choice, right? So they
Yeah.
kind of pressurize their husband for not having kids at all. Okay, some women now are doing that. My point is, the man cannot give birth to a child. He just cannot biologically. But biologically, he has the need to have a child, right? He wants to be a parent. So being a wife, it's your kind of some kind of responsibility that think from his perspective as well. You cannot just become like, hey, this is my body, this is my choice, I don't want a child, that's it. So this extreme stands that women are taking nowadays, I'm only against those extreme stands wherein men are the sufferers. I'm not against
That's
what
why
we have been fighting for. We
I
have
think it
been
depends on situation. I think it depends on situation. The
women.
solution
We're
to
not
this is
against
the
women because I'm
understanding each other.
yeah,
yes.
extreme
I
We
think that's
decisions
are
all I
might
women.
be
We
need.
are women.
yeah,
We need
they
the
are
right
like
proportion in this.
Yeah, but my point that I am not against the man because I have a man. He's supporting me, and I am going to Atlanta, leaving my 2 kids behind. So it's not like that. I'm really not against the men. And in the beginning, also I said we are not talking about who's best, man or woman. We are talking about like who's the struggler here, who's getting the worst response from the society. So that's where I'm telling women, because I'm the one who struggle a lot. I came from the Marwadi family where girl has to get married when she's 16. No, this is not the way. My father has to fight for me. Like, she has to get educated. She has to be on her independently, stand for herself. So that's what I'm saying. We are the struggler. We did it, but the same thing was not for my brother. When my father proposed that my brother has to go out from the house for her higher studies, no one came up. No one was against it. But when it comes to me, everyone, all my relatives, no, she cannot go. It's against the family rules. It's against the society. It's against this and that. Whatever. I don't know. It was almost
I have
2 3 months.
so
okay,
it's
Shraddha.
perspective. It's
Just to
perspective,
say
my
for
dear. Just
myself.
the way your family expected you
Yeah,
as a girl
Shraddha,
to do
right?
something,
I
they also
understand. I think
expected.
our
Hello.
Yeah, Shwetali, we can hear you.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
behind
So
every
the same way, family expects a
man,
certain thing from men as well,
yeah,
right?
is a woman. There's a
They
proverb,
have
right?
the pressure of growing up. Hey, you are a boy, you cannot cry. Okay, you have to do
Yeah.
this, you have to do that, you have to be the breadwinner. When we get old as parents, you are the one who is going to take care of us. You have a little sister, you have to
No,
get her married. You have to have
I'm not
money to
agreeing
do
with
that.
this. It was there. That's what I'm saying. The mindset of society. It
Exactly.
was
So it's a
there.
mindset.
Where
It's
you
for
live and
both.
your
It's for
environment
both. It's not just
also
for
matters.
women. There is a mindset.
Was there, Swetali, that a man, like boy, has to take care of their parents. No, it is no more. Like, if girls are independent, I feel like I am equally supporting my parents. I'm equally
Exactly
supporting
the
my
same thing. So
siblings.
things have
So
changed, right? You
it's
agree.
not
Things have changed. So similarly,
things.
things for women have also changed.
Since beginning, I'm saying things has changed, but we are not yet there. Like we still fight it.
I feel we are there, and our anger,
But
after all those
give me
years
one.
of differentiation, our anger is leading us to dominating men, and that is what
I
I am.
think certainly you say we are
It's
there, but
depending on the
not all
situation.
women going to think that
No,
way
let me
because
Yeah,
let me
depending
tell
on
you
where
one
they
single
coming from,
example.
depending on their background.
Let me give one
So
small
we
pointer
may
here.
think we
Let
are
me tell
there
one small
because
pointer
yeah,
here.
the
yeah.
way we brought up
Like
We
in
are
as I
our
said,
family
we
feature, but
are
not
as I
we
everybody
are
said,
see it
really
that
making
way.
a good progress, but we are not yet there. And
Yes,
also,
I
like,
agree with Shraddha.
yeah, it depends on the situation. In the corporate world, you say like men always
Oh yes.
dominate the women. How many men? Like in my
women, Shraddha,
Yeah, one second. Vijaya was trying to say
Shraddha, I'm
something. Yes,
saying
Vijaya, we did. Yeah.
we will not be there, Shraddha. It's not going to happen overnight. What I'm saying is, as a woman, if we take the empowerment in the right direction, we can educate our men, our kids, our sons, our everybody, brothers,
we are doing it.
everybody in the family. Make it more point to say there is
Yeah,
every man
we are doing
is
it. We
a
are really
woman's
making
hand, and
good
every man's
progress.
success.
I
There is a
agree
woman.
with
You
what
all
Vijay
agree?
is
You all
talking.
agree? You all agree,
Yeah,
right?
Vijay,
But
Vijay, go on.
no behind
Whatever I can hear from the Vijaya,
yeah
it's like
behind
sorry,
every
Vijay,
successful
your voice
woman,
is really breaking.
behind
But whatever I could hear, definitely we are
okay,
making a good
woman is
Yeah,
progress.
just let me make
yeah.
my point.
Whatever Vijay is talking, it's
Yes,
absolutely correct. If we change each everyone in their family, like if we're teaching the kids, the proper way, what is rights of all the people, like so there, when we teach us our family members, so that will be more changes brings to the community. Each one of us, one of the family members, we have to teach each and everyone, and plus
yes.
so that if I am teaching my kids and my family members, so that will bring a changes in the community. When they are looking to the other
Yes.
people, they can taught us to someone,
That's
in
what
that way also will going to bring a lot
when
of changes in the community.
yeah. And Meena, that's what I really love that quote when it comes for the woman, woman safety. Someone says like, don't ask what woman needs to wear. Just teach your son how to, respect the
Yeah,
woman. So
yeah,
that was I really like it, and we are doing it for sure. I'm teaching my son and my brothers. They are already, brought up the way we are working towards that society building. But still, lots of work needs to be
Okay.
done,
So
and of course we have to do it. But
it's
But
not
then
we
while we
let
are
me
working
clear the
towards
second
it,
half.
yeah.
Behind
why we
every
are feeling the
successful
differences
man,
between a man and woman is
okay, behind
society. Why we are working towards it?
That
Because it was a
difference is net.
man-dominated
That
society.
that
And we
difference
are
is not there
changing.
for new
there's a,
generation. It's
there
Yeah.
there
is a
for our
second half.
generation.
Yeah, there is a second half.
We are
Yes, there
teaching
is a
our
second
kids
half to the point I made.
how they should respect the woman, right? But it's going to take a little time. We are going to get there.
That,
But
that's where we are
if
getting
you
now.
asking
That
us
is where
where
we
we
are getting
stand
now.
now from our
Man always
generation,
has a
we are
respect.
suffering.
Man always has a respect from the woman, from the elders, and everyone. Like, okay, he's the man of the house. But have you ever seen she is the woman of the house? No, right?
Yes,
That
yes. No,
quote is
no, no.
coming
That is not true. I do not agree.
coming
Everybody,
up.
man
Was
and
that
woman,
Shraddha, Shraddha,
as a daughter-in-law, I get the equal respect the way my husband as a son-in-law
in
gets
the
respect. So things
21st
are changing.
century, but not
See,
before that.
in some families the change is slow, and in some families the
yes,
change is fast. But
slow.
change is happening. My
Change
So
is
point
I
is,
happening. I
Yes.
yeah,
agree
change
with
On
is
Shraddha.
happening,
environmental
and we all
factor.
want the change to
of
happen.
course change
But
is
then
happening, but
while
we are not
let me
yet
quickly
there.
finish, Sharda, let me quickly finish. So while we are working to that change, my only point is that be a little empathetic to the men as well. I know we have bared a lot of pain, we all women, but then while we are like angry feminist women going on, just think more about the women, because like
Yes, that's
recently what
right.
I
No, 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 Swetali, I think you're taking it wrong. I don't think you said
not
that.
just the
one
right
second,
and
let
wrong,
me
so
finish,
like
guys. Let me quickly finish.
Okay, let
Let me
Shwetali finish.
Debate. I
Let
can
Shwetali
listen.
finish. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
Shwetali. And then
a quick
Priya.
quote and then I'll stop. Okay, a quick quote. And I recently heard from Ayushman Khurrana in one of his videos. He said that जब ठंड लगती है तो मर्द को भी सर्द लगती है, और ये सच है कि मर्द को भी दर्द होता है. So we women, we are like angry and feminist. Think about the men. They have also soft hearts. Take care of them as well. Grow together. Don't think about growing alone. Grow together. Be gentle to each other. Spread love and grow together. That is the only thing.
Yeah, that's what I stated earlier. I think it's the
we are doing
compromising,
right. But
understanding
what
each
is
other,
my
and then
point?
move together.
What is my
If
point
you,
is
if
like
you
because
move without each other, you're not going to get anywhere.
yeah,
Can I
because
say something?
two wheels from the same vehicle.
Shraddha, 1 minute. I'll answer you in a minute. So we agreed that there's a woman right behind a man. Similarly, behind every successful woman, there is a progressive man. Let the men progress. As a woman, let us support them. Then they will make our world painted with our dreams. So I feel it has to be hand in hand. It's the effort. I know our society is still going through the changes, but I feel the woman empowerment has taken sometimes little bit more and more harsh towards men. It has got to be little bit balanced, then it will be good.
You took it me wrong. I said like I'm not against the
I'm
man.
done.
I have a one really a loving husband. He behind me. He's supporting me for everything. But my point was, woman has to fight for everything in every world, in every areas, in everywhere. I would say, and we are doing it. That's what we are sitting here and talking about it. But there are many girls still fighting to come out from their shell, which is
Yeah,
built by
just a funny note that I just remembered, when you said women have to fight, you know what? When there are two women around a man, his mom and his wife, the only fight,
Don't fight.
the fight that the man has to go through, it's horrible. I mean,
Don't
if he
fight.
takes his mom's
Just stop
side, he's a
fighting.
mommy's boy.
and
If
I
he
will
takes
tell you,
his
women
wife's
will not
side,
Exactly.
he's
support
a ghulam. Poor man,
women.
what is he going to do? We
Women
women
will
are
not
like doing
support a woman.
atrocities to them.
Men will support a woman.
Having good
Women
choices, right? You can select each other
again
also.
and all the women's fight. So women will not support a woman, but definitely men will support a woman.
Yeah, but
I
both
think
are
there are two
women.
situations
Both are
here.
equally
If we
aggressive.
think,
What is he
I
going
think
to
if
do?
we think, if we think from the family standpoint, we know that men are there for us and they
Yes.
100%
And
support us. But if we
we
think
are
from
also
the
there for
professional
them.
route standpoint, then we know that women are suffering. So there are two scenarios in here. I think we are all agreed that women are there for to support us when we are thinking, because all of our husbands are supporting, and that's why we are here, and they
Yeah.
are always there for us. But if you think outside of this debate world, which is our work,
See, I
professional
will tell
world,
you,
then you can see
this is varying
that
because
not that many women are out there in a leading positions. Going back to
Yeah.
the fraternity,
We cannot blame that to men. Women, if they are not prime ministers and presidents, we cannot blame it to men. Work
we're
hard,
not
women.
blaming it to men.
yes,
They
we
are
have
not
to
work
empower
hard.
both.
But
That's all it
Do
is.
not, do
we
not
still
Women
blame
has
women
to
men
have
for
empower
been
not
in the
both.
working
presidency.
hard, struggle,
Men
be
want
competitive,
opportunity
and do
Why
great in
women
the
have
place
100%.
of
to
America or
struggle? Why
India.
women
Who is
have to
stopping
struggle?
you?
Why
No,
men doesn't have to
no.
struggle?
We
And why there
Why
are more
and
women
we
positions
cannot
for men?
men
blame
got
men.
opportunity to be a president 50 years back, but women didn't
But
get.
you
Right?
cannot say that their blame goes to the men. Work
We're
hard,
No,
not
become
I
a
blaming.
president. I mean,
men.
are
I
there any
blame
rules in the government or in the constitution which bans the women from going ahead? It does not.
no, I'm
What
not
was
blaming
Laws will
men.
ban the women,
what
right?
was the
We are free
outcome
to
when
do
the
that.
Hillary Clinton was a candidate? What
Yeah,
happened?
it
Why
was
did
voting,
she
right?
not win
It
the
was
election?
voting,
No, no,
not
no.
because she was a
Most
woman that
journalists would
got
But
agree.
you
nominated.
don't follow
No,
the
no, no.
politics.
See, politics
Women
happens.
are
Even if in the
politics
place of
here.
Hillary Clinton there was other man, same politics would have happened on various ways, and whoever had to win would be winning, right? So we always cannot play the card of being the sufferers, right?
Exactly. It
I
doesn't
mean,
have to
not
be.
because you're a woman,
But
you're
if you work
losing.
for a company, if you work for a big company, go back to the work and see how many positions are held by women and how many by men.
That is
You're
what
going to
my
see the difference.
point is,
You're
dear.
going to
That
see
we
the
need to
difference.
work
I
hard.
work for
That
a
means we
company
need
that
to
has
work hard.
1,100
It does not
employees,
mean that we are
Exactly,
suffering.
women will not
and
want
I've
because
seen other
you know,
companies as well.
I want to
yeah,
give an example here.
Yep, yep,
Like
yep.
when it says
Priya,
female as a girl, take example like girl can play only dog, not
Priya
the
B.
top. Are you able to hear me,
need
guys?
to grow
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
Who
Yes,
is giving
yes.
yeah,
answers?
Priya
Okay.
Patel. Yeah.
So here is like depends on all environment factors here, because this is, oh, girl, you cannot play the truck. Girl can play only doll, and the boys they can play only truck. So it's not supposed to be only one dimension. It's supposed to be a both female and male dimension. It goes both way. That way it works. I would say that way we can bring the world together, closer, more responsible.
Yeah, and since you guys touched on a very important topic, I think I was about to talk about
debate.
it. Like, why don't you think that? Why do we see women not getting into leadership positions? Right? You guys touched about it, Priya and Veena. What do you guys think about it, Priya Patel? And
Me?
If you talk about, we are just talking about the eye level of the, we are all educated. We know what is going on in the society and what we are bringing a changes as a woman and man. But we are not thinking about in the back in a in a village or some rural areas what is going on there. We're not thinking about, and we are not talking about that situation. So still women are suffering there. They are domestically abusive, financially abusive, sexual harassment. So many things are happening in in the rural countries, rural area. That is not, we are not seeing in any of the news, anything in the news, or we are not seeing that thing in the news, and we are not getting those information also. They are just hiding and closing that matters if there is something happen in the rural areas, and they are not bringing to the world, and they are not showing to the world. But today's world, because of internet and all, so we are just, at least we are some catching up information what is going on throughout the world, even in the rural areas. So in such a way, but still women are suffering a lot.
I agree. I think so. I think gender roles are, in general, I think makes women seem weak and only good for housework and looking pretty. When really we work hard and don't always look our best, right? They categorize men as controlling, lazy, and mean. Men are very supportive and I think hardworking in reality. Nowadays, women can do same job and they can do any jobs that they want to. But I think that those differences are always there. If you, I don't know, I want to take an example. If you are in a public and let's say that the woman wants to say something, 99% of percent I'm sure that at least one man will say, "Oh, what the औरत है, क्या बोलेगी, इसको क्या आता है." We don't see that in our family or maybe in our friend circle from men. But there are some men out there. There are some women out there that do go through this kind of situations,
What
and then
I'm talking here,
I
like
think it's just a way of thinking that people needs to realize that women can be as equal to the men.
yeah, it's
I think
all
it's
like,
the change in their
And
thinking is
even,
what we
I
need to
want to
happen.
add Priya's point. In corporate world, if you like, you're going for a office work, right? And just for a few days, I'm not talking about few weeks, just for few days, you don't carry yourself, just don't dress up nicely, just don't do your hair. People forget about the men or women, like forget about, I'm not talking about only men, even the girls, they will start saying, oh, she doesn't know how to carry herself. Those pressures are only on the women, not on the men. More men, they will just wear
Men,
the short t-shirt and then they will go. So
yeah,
it's like
men would be
both.
having some another kind of pressures, right? We are thinking about pressures what we
Yeah,
have. Men have their own pressures, right?
yeah.
I
They
mean,
don't express. They may do,
yeah,
but they don't
Yeah,
express.
they
If they
yeah,
don't
they
express, we don't
experience,
even
they
know.
don't express, and we as women
I
have
feel
this,
that some of the women are selfish, saying that they don't want to grow up because they care of the family, they want to take care of the kids. I want spare time. I don't 24/7. Some men are, there are
And
situations like
sorry
that
to
too. Some
interrupt
women
you. Sorry to
wantingly
interrupt
want
you,
to
Vidya.
grow up.
but I don't consider housewife is not less than the professional woman, because household work itself is a too much work. Like I'm working, I know sometime I will say, okay, let's go get the food from the outside. They don't have that choices. They every time they're cooking 3 meals, they're cleaning the house, they're taking care of the kids. That's a too much job for them also. So I don't
Exactly,
consider that.
exactly. That is too much job. That is a full-time job. That is like more
Yeah.
than full-time job. But a man works 10 hours in the office, comes back home, helps his wife
It
do the
still
dishes
helps
and
the
all.
wife.
That also is too much, my dear. That also is
No,
too much.
That's also
no,
They
no,
are
true.
I'm
There
not
are
equal.
saying.
Not just
I
men are doing.
just,
so we
Okay,
can't
guys.
You
just say
cannot
I
that
say
will
the
the
man is
women are
doing the
suffering. No.
suffers and doing too much work
I
all the time.
just interrupt Vijaya because she said some women don't want to grow because they want to be a housewife.
No, but
No,
the question is the
because
leadership
they
roles.
choose to be
The
a
question is the
housewife to
leadership.
support his husband and his family, but it doesn't mean they are less than the professional woman, or a working woman. No, they are not less than a
Exactly. I don't think when you
No,
say men work and then
I'm
comes back
talking
and help
about the
women.
leadership.
When
I'm
woman is
talking about
cooking,
the
taking care of
guys.
kids,
I'm
taking
talking
care of
about
kids
the
is
leadership
double duty.
roles.
It's more stressful than
I'm
taking
talking
care of
about the
kids.
leadership
Husband will
question
professional.
that
stay over,
Sandy asked.
peacefully
Yeah,
working,
Why
yeah,
women
yeah.
but
are
I
he's
think
not
we are
working
getting
so
forgetting
hard.
more
the
leadership
question.
roles?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
we are
We are
forgetting the
forgetting
question
the
that
question
Sandy
and
asked.
diverting back to dishes and trash.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
we are
talk
back.
about the
Yeah, we are
leadership
using
roles
that.
that we talked about,
I
right?
think
Sandy
we
asked
Women
are
cannot.
already
let
working
She's
towards
talking
this,
about the leadership
Yeah.
roles, and she's asking why we do not see more women on leadership roles. And I think that question was for Veena and Priya Patel. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's open to everybody. just wanted to know their views.
because
But yes,
We
absolutely.
diverted and started talking again. Oh my God.
I
you
I
know,
think
Please
I
talk.
think
That's the purpose
I
of
will,
this.
yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
will
Why
be
are you
like
diverting
the
the question?
environmental factor where
yeah,
you
I will
live,
give
your
you the
environment,
example.
and
I will give
everything,
you
how
the
you grow
example.
up.
See, with my complete career, because I'm working in IT from past 16 years. Okay, I work as a SME, and I got so many opportunities to be taken, like for a manager role, senior manager role, and it was just last month. My like senior management, they offered me again a manager role, but my situation, it's not like my kids are small. I have to take care of their studies, I have to take care of their everyday routine, all the extra classes and everything. And right now, even it's not only me, even my husband, he is in a managerial position, but still he support me. Everything he can do, he is trying to do. But we have to make a balance of our family, right? So I have to think about what is my priority. Can I
Exactly,
compromise
exactly,
my
right. So
kids?
on,
Can I
yeah,
compromise
your
my kids?
the way you
No.
are thinking, all women do not think, Sharda. That's the issue,
Yeah.
and that is
So,
what I was trying to
yeah.
bring.
So I have
You
to
are
think about.
thinking you are
That's the
happily
thing.
taking a step back to take
If
care of
I'm
the
in
kids
your
and all.
situation, I'll convince my husband. Yes, I'll convince my
But some
husband. We'll
women do
split the
not do it.
responsibilities, and I'll still take that leadership
No,
role.
he's
I'm not going to
equally
lose
taking
it
the
because
responsibility.
he
I'm
thinks I'm
not
small
saying
or anything.
he's equally taking a responsibility, but he still have to think about my regular schedule. What all the things? Am I ready to work for 10 to 12 hours?
Situation to situation.
So that
No.
liberty the husbands do not have, dear. That's the point. This liberty of will this suit me or not, that liberty he does not have.
Totally up to you, Shraddha.
He has been raised like he has to be the primary
Yes.
breadwinner of the house.
But
Let's
He
why?
blame
doesn't
the environmental
imbibe that
factor.
in
Let's
him.
blame
So he
here.
cannot
The
take a step
society.
back for anything. He has
Because
to
of the
be working.
society, right? Why it came
Yeah,
to his
exactly.
mind? Because of the society. We were not never raised.
Let's blame
We
the
were not
environmental
never
factor
raised
here.
like, okay, you have to be in professional world. You have to do this. Forget
Yeah,
about your family.
exactly.
No, we were not raised this way. We were raised. We can grow in our career, but we have seen
Sharda, right?
to
Sharda or Sharda?
yeah,
Sarda.
Sharda. Yeah.
Sharda, right? Sharda. I understand where you're going, but I'm telling you, in times you are still living in the past. If a woman decides what she wants to do, she can do it. No one is stopping because we equal rights almost shaping up. There are some rural areas. Maybe there are women who are not that educated, maybe suffering all these things, but well-educated people, well-educated countries are already towards to the equality, and no one can stop a woman if she wants to grow. This is what I want
Exactly.
to
And
put
it's
through.
your
No one
decision
can
to
stop.
take a
No
step
power on
back.
this
A
earth
man
can
is not
stop these
forcing
women.
you. Yeah.
But I was answering Sandy's question why we are not seeing women in the leadership positions. Why?
Exactly,
Because
because
we think about that,
they choose
and
to take step backs.
yeah,
That does
because
not mean that they are
we
not getting equal opportunities. That does not mean that. They
No,
choose.
no.
That's their choice.
Like, not every
That
time.
does
I'm
not
not
mean
saying.
that. Maybe we fail to convince our husbands. Maybe we fail to convince our husbands to take a little bit more responsibility towards the
But
kids.
why
We
we have
have
to
to
convince
convince them.
them?
That's our
But
job.
why
Why do
do
we
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 have
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 to
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 convince
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 them,
them?
them? They
do
It
the
have to
actually
house,
is
choose
built
to
and go
like
with.
grow.
women has to convince a man that I want to grow in my career. No, because that's what I'm saying. It's
No, no, no.
not that
I
way.
am
It's
saying
not
no.
that
It's
way.
not. No, then it's your choice. That's what I'm saying. It is your choice. You don't want to convince him. Then there are a lot of women are moving
Of
out and
course, I'm
pursuing
saying
their dreams.
women,
See,
No
if
power
then
can
women,
then
stop
then
it.
you
That's
should
what
see,
I'm saying.
then you should
And
be
it's you
okay
who's
if your
deciding the factors.
husband
What is important to you
takes
as
a
a
break from
woman?
his
You are
job for
deciding it,
3 years.
not the men deciding
I
it,
am okay. I am okay. And
not
there
the
was
men
a
deciding it.
situation
You
when my
decide what
husband
is
was on a
important
break.
to you.
So
There are
it's not
girls.
that way. It's not that
I'll
way.
show you the
Right now,
girls. I will show you the
support
girls
each other.
moved on
But
to
I'm
their lives
saying,
because
if you take a
they don't want
percentage
to
of the men
negotiate,
and
right?
women,
They don't want to
men
negotiate.
is like they have a more opportunity than a woman, more, more.
No, I won't agree on it.
No, men do
You
not
know,
have more opportunities than women. I
no,
completely disagree on that.
no,
Everybody has equal
no.
opportunities in today's
I
world.
totally disagree
It's
on that.
all your choices that you
World.
make. If a woman
Our
is okay
choices
for her
that is
husband
making,
to
yes,
leave his job to take care of the kids, that will be a taboo on him. So if we are fighting for equality, we should be okay with that.
yes,
Tell your
We are,
husband, you stay at
we are
home for 2
fine.
years and let me work.
yeah.
If you're
See,
okay with
Move on.
that,
Don't try
so
to
even
convince anybody.
people
Move
will be
on
okay
with
with
your
that.
life. Simple. No one is
higher
stopping that.
education. I have seen many
It's
women
going to be your
supporting
choices. I
men
believe it's
for
you.
their higher education, for their higher, if they want to move in the higher role or something. There are women are also supporting a man. Like one of my friend, he took a break to pursue his MBA, and the woman was working. So it's not that way. We are not putting any kind of pressure on the men, but today's topic is who has the worst. And the Sandy's
Yes,
question was
and the
why
men are
why
going towards the worse is what our
no,
point is, because
not
women are
that
I
taking
feel
over.
equal.
I
Yeah,
haven't
women are
seen
talking about
no,
equality, but then
I
women
haven't
want
I
to
seen
feel
that
go
way.
equal
here, not
options right
here.
here.
They don't want to stop. They want to cross the men, and that is what women are
Yeah.
going. And that's the
Yes.
point.
No one is
Stop,
stopping.
women, go together. Let the man also
No,
be with you. Do not
I
try to surpass him. There
no,
is no
no. I
point
still
in
don't
working
think
Together.
we are
together.
going equally together. We
Balance.
are we are progress from here to here. Women progress from here to here, but still we don't have the
See,
parallel.
who starts where, that is not a point. Who ends, that is the important thing.
So
It doesn't matter if you
your
started from
point,
the bottom and then
End,
started from the
where we
top.
end, we
But
want to
then
your
when
see
you
point.
go
reach
together.
there,
But we
remember
don't
that
see
you
the
need to be
background where you
together.
come from. Women
You do
is
not have to
different.
be.
I haven't seen a man suffering. Maybe it's me
I
because
think
I am
beyond.
surrounded by the educated people. I haven't seen any man suffering because woman is pressurizing or something. But
Because
yeah,
they
I
never tell you, because they are not allowed to tell anyone that they are suffering.
No,
Because your
nobody
husbands
stops
will
them from
never
telling anybody.
tell you, or
Why
is
can't they
wrong
tell
or is bad
anybody?
about their
No,
emotions.
you
no,
know
no.
what? You know
There
what?
are
If I
many
Okay,
men
ladies,
who are
it's
sad in their
time to
life
wrap
and
up.
depressed. They cannot tell anyone. They are raised
Okay,
like that.
ladies, it's time to wrap up.
Maybe I don't think
Wonderful
this is going to
discussions,
end anywhere.
wonderful points. Absolutely love each of your viewpoints. Is there any closing comments you guys want to have? Please go
I
first.
love the conversation and I would love to have this more often.
And on, me too. Trust me, I'm with all
Women
of you.
Yeah, it was
equality
super fun.
is
It was
is
super fun.
the conclusion
And
here. The conclusion here. I wanted to say, equality is needed, and the more needed here, no one can stop no one. That is where we are, and we have to support each other if we want to build a better society, better environmental balance, a universal balance. We have to teach our kids in the future. So I feel there should not be any roles biased in the society. They should disappear
yes,
And
slowly. They
men
not
also have
going. They
hearts.
should.
They are also emotional.
Sure.
And we as women, when we are growing, we have to take them with us. We do not have to grow alone. We do not have to
Yeah.
surpass them.
Yes.
We do not have to consider achievement by leaving a man behind. Okay. So take
no.
care of your husbands, your
Shall
brothers,
we
everybody, and
we're not
let's grow
taking
So
the
together.
end.
overall,
Don't
I
worry.
wanted to close this
Closing
Hey
comments.
guys, hey guys,
We
just to
are
make it
growing
feel better,
together.
me as
Yeah,
a
we are
woman
growing together.
has
No
more
doubt
work to
about
do,
it.
more work to do to
Yeah.
build a better
I'm
No,
not
society.
no,
sure
no,
We
no.
about
as a
this,
woman
Sandy.
are
I think
empowered.
we are
We
all
as a
We
woman
we are
And
all
yes,
running
we
to
are
our
closing
own
here, I
places.
guess.
as you.
Closing
Let's
comments,
go ahead
ladies.
and
Just
close this
closing
here and
comments.
have fun in Atlanta.
Yeah, we are going
I
And
think
together.
that
my
like I
closing
attended
comments,
college
There
me
for
are
as a
certain
woman,
2 years.
areas where
start
we
Yeah.
need this thing to be implemented, like in the educated families and educated society and in the metropolitan cities, we are growing together. Everything is going good, but there are certain places where we have to implement those rules as well that, women has a similar rights.
Sure. Yeah, Priya
Yeah, it's
Patel, you
not
were
every
saying something.
places. It's
I feel
certain
like
places
more
where
this
start
where
meeting
from
they
your,
was
where
like
we
for
need
the
to learn.
closing line
politician
is,
debate.
the closing
This
line
just
is,
look like ready for
yeah,
eight
I
and
think
nine months more
I
for
think I'm doing
December.
second job here. The closing line is start from our own household, and then one step at a time we can change the world as women together with more empowerment, make better people on this earth.
Absolutely.
That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
We are
absolutely.
not the sufferers
To
anymore,
close
girls.
it better here.
Yes, Veena, you were saying something.
No, we are not. I completely agree,
Yes,
Shweta.
we are
We
not.
are not.
How
But
we
there are women who is
our
struggling.
own
We
family
are
that
not.
will bring up changes in the society. So first we have to change ourselves in our home
Yes.
itself, so that we need to educate our children, so that
Household.
when they
Yes.
are talking to is their friends and maybe uh, friends family, so that will going to be influencing the each word, each what we are taughting our kids, that will going to influence a lot. So in I saw like the
Lot.
olden
Yes.
days, like if the mother didn't teach properly to the kids, especially man, they that will go to be affecting to the men, because they are thinking, oh, we are a king and we don't want to do any work. But start teaching our own kids, whether it's a girl or boy, share the
Yes.
work between both of them, so that we are bringing some changes in our family, that will go to be influencing to the other families as well, and that will go to be influencing to the society and throughout the world
One
as
step
well.
at a time, and each step matters. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
and
tonight,
I,
more empowerment for the woman.
I believe
Say.
all the women sitting in front of me, we have already implemented this in our families. That's what we are sitting and talking about this. But yes, there are many
Yes.
families,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
have to come
Exactly.
up and do the same thing.
Okay,
I want
yes,
to
absolutely. Wonderful points, ladies.
And we are using
Men
the
and women.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
I
Vijaya, go
want to
ahead.
say
Another
We
last
are using
comment.
the
Go ahead.
right platform for that, I guess. I'm
Yeah.
saying
okay.
we are
In
using the right
conclusion,
platform to educate, I
Absolutely.
guess. We are on the right
Hmm.
Yeah.
place tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
And we'll be
definitely.
an influencer
Thanks to
too.
Rasmini
Like
and
we
Janati.
all will be an influencer in our nearby societies for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
absolutely.
for sure. We
as
have
Yeah.
achieved that
conclusion, I
already.
want to say that
Yeah.
both gender, male and female, are most important in society. So it doesn't go at especially one dimension. Both has to be a male and female dominant there
Right, absolutely. So
to
men and
bring
women have
to
their own
bring the
set of
world together,
challenges.
close and more responsible.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. Men and women have own all their set of challenges, and
It
together as a
reflects
society,
the
we can
happiness
Yes.
make
in the
that better.
family.
The equality we all talked about. If we all work together, men and women, we'll get there, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you, ladies. Thanks so much, and good
Thank
luck with
you.
nationals.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you, everyone. See you all
Bye
at
bye. Have a good
Atlanta.
night.
Thank